pretty cool. You want to take it for a ride?
Captain's log. Stardate 98330.98, I think. We have entered into an unknown territory known as Kansas. It is unknown what life forms we will encounter. Destination, Topeka. The lady at the KOA there at Topeka Central City said by the time we get there, we will be seeing double. She said it's nothing but a straight line and not much to see. So, I get to see two of you. Let's hit the road.
So, Chris was feeling a little tired. So, I got to drive. Bryce went to nap. Now he's on his phone.
And check this out. What do I wake up to? The sound of like heavy sand totally peppering the truck. And what happened? Some friggin' Rent-A-RV Class C, their side window just blew up, shattered. So little friggin' pebbles of glass are just pelting my brand new truck. I don't know if it's scratched yet. We gotta pull over here shortly. That woke me up. So we pulled off to the next rest area so we can swatch drivers and take a look at the front of the truck just to make sure that, you know, we didn't get any real damage from the glass. Sure enough, that glass just cut and sliced the living mess out of the paint, out of the hood, the front fenders. It's a brand new truck, and I am chipped down to metal. Like, it cut it pretty good. So had to get a hold of Cruise America and say, hey, so here's what happened. What do we do? Like, this guy's way back there on the freeway pulled over. I was like, I mean, it's not like I can drive backwards. So she told me that I could email their claims department, let them know what's going on, and it would be really helpful if we could get the number off of the truck of what the truck number was. So, of course, truck and fifth wheel, we found the next exit, turned around, backtracked on I70 here in Kansas, hoping to see if maybe we can find this one Cruise America rig that no longer has a driver's window, apparently. So we went back. I mean, we're talking another probably 20 minutes back. But it's not in the freeway anymore, but I think we drove past an exit where the guy got off at, there's a little zoo or some kind of, like a small little zoo slash gas station, I don't know. But Lacey said she saw a little Cruise America rig parked in there, so we're turning around again and seeing if we can get a number. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to let my brand new truck go with a bunch of chips all over the paint.
He's no longer here.
Of course not.
Just
Keep going, huh? Dang it. So we pulled over here, and then, God. So now we're chasing a Cruise America rig that we don't even know is the right one. We stopped off here for an extra night in Topeka, Kansas. Really just an extra night to rest up. We had no idea that there was an Evel Knievel museum. I mean, when we saw that, we're like, yeah, we're gonna check that out. So I'm actually surprised my wife even knew who Evel Knievel was. The girls, well, we're gonna teach them. This ought to be fun. Reading what it was saying here on this one, apparently when Knievel did the Yakima jump over 13 Pepsi trucks, he had a premonition and a gut feeling that he wasn't going to land it, but he made a promise that he was going to do it. So he did it anyways. He ended up getting tossed around like a rag doll. Broke his collarbone as a result. But he held his word up.
Knievel had 168 jumps and only 19 crashes.
This is Big Red. This is the truck that Knievel traveled around.
So they totally restored this truck. But his closet in there has some of his original clothes in it.
So they've got about an 18-minute long video that shows how they restored this whole big red truck. But the cool thing about that, other than the video, is that these walls behind me, that this whole little video room is made out of, those are the real truck walls that came from the original truck. They made some really cool walls out of this thing, but there was nothing left of them to really restore. They had to build them brand new.
Everything with a dot on it on his body has either been broken or replaced.
2 injuries in the leg. Look at this thing. Ribs. So, this is kind of cool. I get the X-ray Knievel. I was really looking forward to being able to do this. I was really hoping we could do it and the girls can do it. It's a virtual reality simulator kind of deal, so you can feel what it was like to actually jump on a bike. Unfortunately, not gonna happen this time. Another time then. That was an experience. That was pretty cool, actually. What did you think of that one?
That was pretty cool.
I'm glad we stopped on that one. We didn't even know this was here until we just kind of cruised by a billboard on Highway 70 in the middle of Kansas. So all in all, that was pretty neat. I dig it.
We were driving down the interstate and all of a sudden our back trailer fender was flopping there in the wind. So the car is telling us, pull over, pull over. So now we're at a Walmart parking lot, gonna fix this fender.
You know, I thought I kind of partway fixed this thing once before. It was more of a, I have a feeling it was gonna break here before too long, and apparently I didn't do it quite good enough. All right, that was unexpected. And you know the ironic thing about it is, what was it? Early this year, late last year, when we got those fenders from Grand Design.
It was early this year. We were at, seeing Cassie at the.
Okay, yeah.
You gave it away.
So when we were at the, well, yeah, earlier this year, I had contacted Grand Design about getting replacement fender for the driver's side from when I kind of clipped that guy's front end on the corner of his truck at the San Diego 1000 Trails. And Grand Design was super nice and sent me, when they went to send me the replacement fender, they sent me the pair, left and right. Well, I didn't need the passenger side, and we toted that thing around for a couple months, I think. In and out of the trailer. It was just this big, long, awkward, bulky thing that I didn't know what else to do with. And then sure enough, we were at the Lakeside 370 park there in St. Peters, Missouri. And there was a guy who had a reflection, who had a busted passenger side fender. And he really needed to get it replaced. So of course I said, lo and behold, it's your lucky day. I happen to have one. totally made that guy's day. Of course now, looking back on it, that would be my passenger side fender that I need to replace apparently. It's cracked out pretty good. But hey, I did a good deed, right? Mileage check, 2,880.1. Almost there. Finally made it. Mostly, almost 99.9% of the way there. Mileage check, all said and done, 2,977.7 miles, all the way to Cadiz, Kentucky.
Don't forget that 0.7.
Well, 0.7, that matters. So we're in Cadiz, Kentucky. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it because I've heard other people say it, and I wasn't too sure how to pronounce it, so I'm going with what they said. This is the Kentucky Lake Paris Landing KOA, something like that. It's actually pretty cool. That deck right there, that's our porch. It's our view right there. Pretty big lake. For the night.
For the night. Mr. Old Bryce Tucker here decided to get us in this little bitty spot.
It's actually, you know, it's a really nice position to be able to look out the back window, clear out into the lake.
It is, but it was awkward getting in.
It was tricky to get in. But that just about wraps up our journey for this episode. Now we left off in the last episode, well, before the last episode. We made it as far as Louisville, Kentucky before we turned around and went back to Birch Bay, Washington. From there, we came all the way back to pick up where we left off, still in Kentucky. Tomorrow, we hit Nashville. I say Nashville, but it's actually just north of Nashville in Goodlettsville, I think, something like that. So, out of that 2,977.7 miles, we're gonna add about another 100 miles on that one. So all said and done, just over 3,000 miles traveled in 9 days?
9 days.
9 days. It didn't disappoint. It had excitements. Hope you guys enjoyed the museum. That was actually really cool. Kind of a little extra bonus we didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
Other than that, thanks for riding along. We love having you guys. We will pick up on the next episode from
Kentucky.
Nope.
Tennessee.
She'll get it.
We're
Just outside
somewhere.
of Nashville. So next episode, we'll bring you some Nashville stuff. We have some other plans other than just being tourists in the area. I don't know if we've ever mentioned it before, but there is the possibility that we may actually officially settle in the Nashville area, at least the Tennessee region. There's been a lot of talk about that. So while we're here, we're gonna check out some different places throughout the state, see what we kind of like, what would be a cool place to settle down, maybe pick up a piece of property. At the very least, potentially use it as a new home base for our continued travels through the east side of the Mississippi. It's been fun having you. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I forget which side it's on. Is it on this side? Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You get notified of new episodes when they come out, since we're kind of getting back on track with that. Thanks for watching.